the sale, it's in your mail. Cheap comics ready, don't let them fail. Claim them now before they fly. Snag those heroes, reach for the sky. Limited time, don't you wait. Cheap comic collector sets the date. Grab your treasure, junk and gold. This funky beat is feeling bold. Bargains, bargains, don't you miss. Every page is comic bliss. Own the laughter, own the thrill. Claim them now and get your fill.
Hey everybody, welcome to Sunday. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up yesterday. Wow, what a sale yesterday. We went till 5 o'clock because I was having so much fun that I lost track of time and didn't realize we were going that long. And as a result, because we went so long, it was probably I'm pretty sure it was my best auction so far. It did really well. So thank you all so much, and thanks for being here today. See, Steven Spock is here. Hello. I am one of us. Hello. Diabetic Superman. Hello. Vilma. Hello. So yeah, thanks everybody. Once again, you guys have come through like always. And Quentin, good morning. And I really appreciate it. So today we are doing the auction again. We did so well yesterday. I don't feel the need to rush, so I'm gonna kind of take it easy a little bit. Or at least that's the plan. I mean, I'm sure we'll just kind of go normally, but I won't push to hurry through a bunch of books or anything like that, probably. So, and it's, as always, it's $3 starts. Bid them up if you want. Yeah, we're just going to show the book, and then if somebody bids on it or shows interest, we'll go through it for the most part. And I've got some stuff left over from yesterday that I haven't shown yet, and also some stuff from last week that hasn't run a second time yet. So, and then some books from yesterday that we'll probably just go ahead and rerun again. So I don't know if it's going to be a real long show, because I don't know how long it'll take us to get through all that, but we'll see what we come up with. So gonna switch over to the other camera here and we'll get started. There we go. Need some light. And of course, anyone new that may be watching, feel free to join in. You're more than welcome. There are details in the description. If you have any questions, you can always email me. My email's down there, my PayPal's down there, stuff like that. And starting off, we have a trade paperback Bone. This is the third volume of Bone in trade paperback form. So it's a nice thick. It prints issues 13 through 18. And then we have Fish Police number 6, black and white. So probably the original series, because I think there was a second series. Yeah, this is Fish Wrap. This isn't Comico. So I came across one yesterday that was Comico, and wasn't sure of the difference. Had to look it up. So I also have Greylore number 5. It's a 6-issue series. This is pretty thick. It's thicker than a normal comic. Art is pretty good. A little old school. And this one's a little beat up. It does have some spine ticks and some wear around quite a bit of wear around the top. It looks like it might be taller than a regular comic. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a little bit taller than the other comics, so it got squished in somebody's box a little bit at the top, I think. Got Airboy number 14. Always worth picking up. Got a square-bound Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. This is number 675. It's a Donald Duck Christmas cover. Got a story about snow on the inside. I'm not sure if it's a Christmas story or not, but definitely winter. And some kind of story in here with Mickey and Donald together. And Mickey Mouse joins the Foreign Legion. So quite a few different things in that one. We got Marvel Superhero Contest of Champions number 1. This one's kind of beat up. It does have this corner missing up here, so it's a little quite a bit rough. It is all there. I had 2 of these, so this came out of my own collection. A lot of spine ticks on it, and believe it or not, this is the better of the 2. So, Diabetic Superman, $3 on the Disney. Thank you. It's basically in perfect, never read condition as far as I can tell. There's no spine ticks or anything on it. It looks really nice. And yeah, you can tell that it's never been like really fully open. So it's got the Donald Duck story. Let's look at the credits. Parts 5 of the Orb Saga. Part 1 of the Foreign Legion. Part 6 of the Orb Saga. Part 1 of the Protector of Shambor. And then another Donald Duck story. So pretty much all duck and mouse stories, even though it's a Walt Disney Comics and Stories. It's unusual. But that one's going to Diabetic Superman. Thank you. And we got Spectacular Spider-Man number 84. X Factor 92. This is one of the holograms again. Punisher, first issue of Punisher from Marvel Edge. This is the shiny cover. It looks like it maybe has, yeah, it's got some wear on here. I don't know what that is. That's on the comic, not on the bag, so it's not perfect. X-Men: The Hidden Years number 1. Basically a double-sized issue or giant size. Batman Family number 7. That guy just clobbered Nightwing with a golf club. Holy cow. You'd think he would have saw that coming. Went and got Spectacular Spider-Man 84. It's a video game. Oh, it is a video game cover. I didn't even notice. It shows you how awake I am. Cool. It is a little beat up. It's not as nice as some of them that come through. There's a few spine ticks and things on it, and then it's looks a little rough up here. Definitely some wear on the back. Alrighty, that one's going to Quentin. Thank you. And then this was an interesting one. This one was it's really beat up. First of all, it is in pretty sad condition with all these holes and things on the spine. Both tables are torn out, but it's still connected somehow. And it's got this little split at the top, split at the bottom, tear down here, uh, faded and blurry store stamp on here, tears over on this side. So it's in rough shape, but this is the first issue of the King Reading Library. And those terms do not appear anywhere in here. Each issue was basically its own issue. So this one is labeled Tiger R-01. And they were basically done for schools to help kids learn how to read. So it's a little simpler stories, things like that in there. The dot to dot is done. But Tiger's in here, and there's a Quincy story in here as well. So, but it's in really rough shape. But I've only come across, this is only the second one of this entire series that I've come across so far. I think there was 16 issues. We got Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 130. Definitely got something going on here at the top with staining and so forth. But other than that, not real bad. Some spine ticks and a crease in here. We got Black Hawk, number 255. And Infinity Inc., number 3. Alright, we're gonna go back to this other box for a little bit. Got 0 Hour, number 1. Quentin's got $3 on the Infinity Inc. It is number 3 with Solomon Grundy. And did not have this one out of the bag for some reason. That's odd. It does have like a line going through it here, so the cover is not perfect. You can see those creases there, and this one here does break color right in there. So not as nice as it could be, unfortunately, because of that. And first, I forget how long this first. They got a page that was dog-eared in here too. I forget how long the first storyline went in this. It was like 10 or 12 issues. But it was great. The JSA are basically dead. It's and Infinity Inc. is basically trying to figure out what's going on and stuff. And it was a lot of fun. After that first storyline, I wasn't ever impressed by Infinity Inc. again all that much, but the first that first storyline was really good. So that one's going to Quentin. Thank you. All right, where did I put the books? Death Defying Devil #1. Got a kind of a mirror image cover going on there. The Kents #3. Tarzan Family #63 from 1976. All Star Comics #72. Blackest Night #8. The last issue. Spelljammer #1. Life with Archie #232. Gargoyles #1. Here's a trade paperback, JLA Earth 2. This one's in pretty decent shape. It's not. There's a little dirt on the cover. The cover could use some good cleaning. It looks like, but other than that, there's it's a hard stock glossy cover, so it should be easy to clean up. But nice book. Vilma's got 3 on the Life with Archie. And this one is pretty nice shape, actually. Looks to be. Archie's holding his car together with bumper stickers. And this looks like it could be a rip, but it's not. It's just a little crease on there. So yeah, basically the only thing wrong that I can see is that little indentation on the back. Nice copy. So that was going to Vilma for 3. Thank you. Gotta turn some of Vilma's stack around the other way. The comics are starting to like get that curve in them. I got Vengeance Squad #5 from Charlton. Classic X-Men #11. No spine ticks. Looks to be a nice copy. DC Comics Presents #29 with the Spectra, and the backup story is Dr. Midnight. Master of Kung Fu in the Murder Mansion. This is #70. Does have a little nick right here at the top. The piece is still there, but it's it is nicked there. And got Defenders #150. Quentin Collins got 3 on Vengeance Squad. Take a look at that one. It's it's worn, but it's in relatively decent shape. It's not. Does have a little little tear there, where it was folded back at one point. It looks like it started to tear out. And there's a little piece missing at the top there too. So, but it presents pretty well. Got a Michael Mauser story in the back. That's cool. I suspect that's a better story than the main one. It's kind of interesting. I wonder who the artist is on this front one. Joe Gill. I just the space between the panels, the panel borders are just so thick. It's unusual. It's actually a little distracting as you're flipping through it. But and so that one's going to Deb. No, that one. Hey, Roger. Pat Morrissey is the artist. Okay. Oh, Joe Gilly is the writer. Okay. That's weird. They credited the writer and not the artist. Anyway, that was Quentin, right? I'm bound and determined to give that to the wrong person. Got to put it in Quentin's box. Diabetic Superman, $3 for Master of Kung Fu. Missing Mars taking it to 4. Missing Mars, I welcome in and hello to Roger as well. I don't know if you saw it, but there is a nick up here. Other than that, it looks pretty good. Nick comic is fine. According to the graders. Right, so that one is for Missing Mars then. Thank you. And under the cowl, howdy Kirby, good morning. Hope you're doing good. And here's Plastic Man number 19. That one's seems to be in quite good shape. Concrete number 10. Another Master of Kung Fu. This one's number 55. The Goon number 31. Omega the Unknown number 6. Conan the King number 32. Weapon X number 28. I think that's just in here because I thought that was a really cool cover. Oh, I should have ran these yesterday when Jim was buying everything superpowers related. This is Black Terror number 1 through 7, I think. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I'd prefer those to go as a set, but if you just need 1 or 2, that's okay. That's what I keep telling myself as well, Roger. I'm supposed to be out working in the yard. And today's a beautiful day for it. I went out and dumped some garbage this morning, and it was just like, oh my God, it's nice out. I should not be in here today, but here I am. It's fun. So Missing Mars got Plastic Man number 19 for $3. This, like I said, this one's in really nice shape. Nice and clean on the back. Oh, that's true. I'm working. This is my job. All right, Missing Mars getting that one. Good grab. And he was also wanted the Omega Man, the Unknown number 6. This one's not quite as nice as that one, but it's in really nice shape as well. It's nice and flat. Not seeing any spine wear or anything like that. It does have a little wear here on the edge. It's like a little nick right there, very tiny. And then there's a like a crease on the back here. All right, that one's for Missing Mars. And Master of Kung Fu also number 55. Oh, this one does have some kind of mysterious code numbers on there, whatever that means, that somebody wrote. All right, and so that one was Missing Mars as well, taking a trifecta. And we got DC Comics Presents number 21, Superman and the Elongated Man. There's another Concrete. This is number 9. Final Crisis number 6. Dazzler number 23. ROM 42. Classic X-Men number 6. Number 19. Master of Kung Fu 123. Vengeance of Emperella number 15. Punisher Annual number 1. DC Comics Presents 59. Tarzan number 3 from Dark Horse. Classic X-Men 24. Gold the Destroyer number 27. Spectacular Spider-Man Annual number 4. Superboy and the Legion number 230. Betty and Me number 109. And Sad Sack number 228, but this one's in really rough shape. It's got a really big split on the spine, and it's disconnected from the bottom staple. Cull 27. There it is. All right. Again, this one is kind of beat. It may have been through something. It looks like there's staining across the top on the back and going into the pages. I don't know if you can. My light tends to wash staining out as far as I can tell looking on my camera at the laptop, but there's definitely some staining around up here, and it goes into the pages as well. But yeah, cover looks pretty good. It does have a crease along here, but there's not really any spine ticks to speak of. That one's for Mr. Mars. Thank you. And we've got Archie and Me, number 123. Whatever issue of Shazam that is with the shiny cover. Number 16. It does have some spine ticks, little dents in there. but shiny. Look, you see my camera up there. Wow, that looks cool. Tarzan number 2 from Dark Horse. Dark Hawk Annual number 1. Yet another copy of the DC Comics Presents number 61, George Perez. Cover homaging Flash of Two Worlds with OMAC. Just a beautiful cover. Betty and Me number 68. Starfire number 5. Vengeance of Vampirella number 2. Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica number 243. Punisher Annual number 3. Starfire number 6. Battlestar Galactica number 2. Betty and Me 65. Everything's Archie 133. Defenders 113. Archie and Me 152. Vengeance of Vampirella number 17. Betty and Me 77. Marvel 2-in-1 number 45 with Captain Marvel. The New Archies number 2. 3 on both Archies. So there's a lot more than 2 Archies, Vilma. You're going to have to be a little more specific for me. These were the latest ones. If I don't count the Betty and Me's, did you mean everything's Archie and Archie and Me? Another Betty and Veronica. Another Betty and Me. Yes, 2 that actually say Archie. All right. So this is Archie and Me 167. Pretty decent shape. And it's a golf cover. Never heard of anybody collecting golf covers, but there might be somebody that likes golf and comics. So that one's for Vilma. Thank you. And everything Archie 133. You got Reggie crying on stage there. Batman was a golf cover too. Yeah, that's true. There's so there's more than one cover out there. There's a little crease in here. I'm sure there's more than that. I'm guessing there's at least one, possibly more Looney Tunes covers that involve golf. And that one's for Vilma. Thank you. All right. And then under the call had the new Archies number 2. There's some creasing going on up here a little bit. Or roll. I'm assuming that those are just from like people stacking their comics up and not bagging and boarding them. That causes that. I've gotten quite a few in lately that are like that. So I'm assuming that's what it's from. At first, I thought it was from people just like rolling the pages back, but it's not that bad. So I think it's just from them stacking them. Never watched the new Archie's cartoon. So I don't really know if it was any good or not. Thank you, Kirby. Appreciate it. And Missing Mars has got those Starfires for $3. Number 6. And number 5. Just kind of average condition. Nothing jumps out at me as being bad, but just kind of worn from time. We got some color bleed on the inside back. And then number 6 is generally the same condition, but a little bit more wear along the spine, it looks like. All right, Mr. Mars gets both of those. Thank you, thank you. And we got some more Betty and Me's. Number 110, 107, roller skating cover. Marvel 2-in-1, number 50. Betty and Me, number 93. Betty and Me 73. And Betty and Me 66. And that was all of the ones I needed to rerun from last week, so we got those out of the way. We'll do some more new stuff here. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories 605 is one of the square bound ones. Original cover price of $5.95, so it was one of the earlier square bounds. It's got a Nice Carl Barks painting reproduced there on the title page. Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse Phantom Blot strips, Donald Duck, Chippendale, Gyro, Gear Loose probably by Carl Barks. Grandma Duck. And Don Rosa. They put Don Rosa's way in the back. Part 2 of the Universal Solvent, which was a 3-parter. This was a funny story. I remember this one. I had forgotten about this one. This is hilarious. There's a one line in there that I just thought was really super funny when I read it. Also, Elf Quest: The Hidden Years, number 9. Missing Mars Marvel 2-in-1 50 for $3. Alright, let me find it. It wasn't too far away. In pretty nice shape. All right. Missing Mars gets that one. Thank you. And then Diabetic Superman gets $3 on the Disney, which again, these are basically brand new. If they've been read at all, it was only once because there's just nothing wrong. I feel like I'm doing more damage to them flipping them open and looking at them than already exists. So, Diabetic Superman for that one. Thank you. Got Mickey Spillane's Mike Danger, number 4 from Big Entertainment. Southern Nights, number 13. Adventures of Captain Jack, number 7 from Fantagraphics. Darklon the Mystic, number 1. I know I had one of those last week. This is a different one. The other one got claimed. Edge of Chaos, number 3 from Pacific Comics. It does have nudity, even on the cover there, so just be aware of that. Hawkmoon, Jewel in the Skull, number 3. Darklon, number 1. Alrighty, there you go. Does have a little color faded strip along the top there, like we've been seeing lately on some books. Still not quite sure what that comes from. I've been seeing it on too many books lately I mean, if it was just 1 or 2, I could speculate, but I've probably seen it on 10, 15 books lately. Jim Starlin, Indie Greatness, absolutely. Story and art by Jim Starlin. I do feel like the art would have been better served in black and white on this, but that's just me. Still cool stuff. He who waits in shadow. All right, also going to Missing Mars. Thank you. And we got The Fly, number 3 from Red Circle. Should be a, well, not a wraparound, but a back cover anyway. That one does have some spine ticks on it. And DC Comics presents number 39. And Missing Mars is giving the Darklon the Mystic back. It's already got it. And also Richard Dragon Kung Fu Fighter is in this one. Challengers of the Unknown, number 84, Swamp Thing and Dead Man. There is a big crease running through the front on this one. Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse, number 5. Again, this is one of those where it had newsprint covers when they weren't using the slick paper anymore, to try and keep them at an affordable cost at $1.50. Fantastic Four, 253, classic John Byrne cover there. Very nice. Marvel Fanfare, number 40, with Angel and Storm on the back. Feel like they would have sold more copies if that had been the front cover. Steven Spock, $3 on Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse. Not too bad a shape. It does have some like puffiness in here, I guess. I think that's just from it being the newsprint cover instead of the slick cover. But you got a Carl Barks story to start with. I believe it's, not sure if it's a Halloween story or not. I saw a pumpkin in there. But Mickey Mouse with Pluto. And looks like good stories. And you got a quick look at Goofy looking at the history of light. So, cool little issue. Steven Spock, thank you. And we got Power Man and Iron Fist, number 86. Spectacular Spider-Man 102. Marvel Superhero Contest of Champions number 3. This one's pretty beat up. It's got a big spine roll and quite a few creases. It's torn down here at the bottom. Challengers of the Unknown number 86. Still with Dead Man and Swamp Thing in the story. And here's another one of those thick square bounds. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories 606. Got Donald Duck and Flower on the cover. Unusual team up there, but nice square bound. And another Carl Barks painting as the front piece there. Nice. And the front cover is by Walt Kelly, so this was an old cover that they reprinted for this issue. William Van Horn, Donald Duck story. Some more Mickey Mouse and Phantom Blot strips. Carl Barks story. And I think it reprints the Don Rosa Halloween story, which is also funny. Real good story with him, Donald fighting neighbor Jones in a pumpkin carving contest for Halloween. That was fun. But this is a reprint. That wasn't the original printing of that. So, and I think, yeah, this is part 3 of the Universal Solvent. So this has the third part of that story that was in that last one. And you can call him Flower if you want to. So Diabetic Superman's getting that one for $3 as well. Thank you again. Basically perfect condition. There just isn't anything wrong with it to show. And Missing Mars Challengers of the Unknown for $3. Pretty nice condition for, comic from the 70s. It does have a little spine tick here and there, but generally very nice. And Dr. Silver Age in the house. Hello, Rod. Good morning to you, sir. Thanks for joining us. All right, so that one's going to Missing Mars as well. He is cleaning up this morning. And here's a more modern one, Witchblade number 3. And here's an old one, the Aristokittens Meet Jiminy Cricket. This was the first Aristokittens. It is in pretty bad shape. It's barely hanging on those staples, and you can see how rough that spine is. But anybody's got interest, we'll go through it. It does have a lot of creases there at the bottom, and generally just pretty beat up. But I've never seen one before, so it's cool. Here's a Superman number 290, The Man Who Cried Super Wolf. Quite a few spine ticks in there, but generally, other than that, pretty nice shape. Superboy and the Ravers number 1. And then I came across these, and since it was a full set, I went ahead and grabbed it. It is the Ray from 1992. Got number 6, number 5, number 4, 3, 2, and number 1. If somebody wants the full set, I'll do like $2 an issue rather than the $3. It's just I thought they were cool that it was a whole set, so I wanted to be able to offer them as a set. So and here's Richie Rich Money World number 18 from 1975. Robots. The Robot Raiders. All-Star Western number 4 from the New 52 with Jonah Hex playing in the sewer, it looks like. The sewers of Gotham City. Nice. Defenders number 130. Got a little nick up there in the corner, looks like. And got Amazing Heroes number 30. This was basically a magazine, comic book size, but it did reprint the Star Wars newspaper strips. So, pretty cool. It's got upcoming comics and things like that in there. It looks like fun. Diabetic Superman 3 on the Richie Rich. There we go. Not too bad a shape for a Richie. See so many Richies that are just really beat up. But this one's pretty decent. I didn't even see you in the room, Dan. I'm sorry. I'll get it out and we'll take a look at it. Thanks for being here. Alright, so this one's Diabetic Superman. Thank you. And then the Peter Parker I think was back here. Was it this one, number 102? Looks like it's got some water damage. It definitely got a little bit of wrinkling there at the bottom, like in here. Not major, but a little bit. Alrighty. And we got Power Man and Iron Fist to 103. A couple spine ticks on there, little ones. Spectacular Spider-Man 95. Also got a spine tick there in the signature by Al Milgrom. The Thing, number 8. Also a few spine ticks. Power Man and Iron Fist 109. Batman Family number 5. And another Amazing Heroes number 32. This one has more Star Wars strips. 3 Peter Parker 95. Alright, like I said, it's got a tick right there. A little bit of a indentation right in here, just a little bit. does have some like ink blotting going on the letters page where the the printer didn't had some little extra ink left over or something there. All right. So that one's going to Dan. And we got DC Comics Presents number 64 with Commandy. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories 674, another one of the thick ones. This one. Got a Dan Yips, Donald Duck story, Mickey Mouse, Little Bad Wolf, Vicar Donald Duck story, Panchito story by Paul Murray and Dick Moores from the comic strip. What's that? Maybe it's just like a one Sunday pager or something. I'm not even seeing it. There it is. Yep, one page. Probably from a Sunday strip. In 1944. Didn't know they had any stories that were just starred him. Quentin wants the DC Comics Presents. Nice clean copy. No spine ticks on this one. Most of the DC Comics Presents I got in have been in really nice condition. So this looks like one of those. Little ding down here. So that one's for Quentin. And then Vilma was going $3 on the Disney. And again, it's basically just perfect, nice square bound, nothing wrong with it. So I'm gonna put that in Vilma's box. Thank you. And here's another Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse. This is number 6. This one is torn at the top, though. It's got a little tear right here. And the it actually goes through the whole book, I guess. Yep. That's disappointing. Got a crease over here as well. Here's a Marvel Team Up, number 127 with the Watcher. And for some reason, I have a few later Excaliburs in this box. Number 120, 121, and 122. And I don't usually pick up the Excaliburs, so I'm not sure why they're in here. They might be issues that I'm missing. So I was like, well, if nobody gets them, then it'll just go into my collection. Batman and Robin Adventures number 13. Looks like a Gil Kane cover. This one is Ed Hannigan and Al Milgrom cover, if that's what you were talking about. And Batman Adventures 13. Spectacular Spider-Man number 78. Conan the Barbarian movie special number 2. Another Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse. This is number 7. This one's in better shape. It's got the newsprint cover, but nothing wrong that I can see on that one. Spectacular Spider-Man 63. This one's got quite a few spine ticks in it. And Uncle Scrooge 267. This one's a little beat up too. It's got quite a few spine tips and a color breaking fold right in here. Devin 3 on Spec 78. This one looks pretty good. There's a little indentation right in here, and a couple little dings there on the cover. I don't know if you can see them out here or not. If I can get the light right, you can just see a little bit of indentation there. Other than that, it looks pretty good on the cover. Back's not real bad, but definitely been handled. All right, so gonna put that one down for Dan. He can always change his mind. And Steven Spock's got 3 on the Conan movie special. All right. And that one goes on Steven Spock's pile, which requires me to stand up. Vilma's got 3 on Scrooge. Like I said, this one's worn. Does have a little bit of a spine split up here at the top as well. They were either near mint or good enough. Well, luckily most of us don't really care that much about condition. Or I wouldn't be selling very many. Oh, this one's going to Vilma. Okay, Dan, no problem. Let's see. That was the last of the ones from yesterday that I didn't get around to showing. So let me stack those so that they can get shown again on Saturday. And then I've got some that we showed yesterday that did not get taken. And then after that, we'll go back. I'll grab some more new box from the other room. We got DC Comics Presents number 60. The Adventures of the Big Boy 134. Legion of Superheroes 270. DC Comics Presents number 50. Fantastic Four 173. It's got that tear at the top where the piece is almost falling off. Dazzler 4. Green Lantern 116. It does have a big crease down here. Fantastic Four 172. Secret Wars number 1, the Funko cover from Marvel Collector Corps, still in the poly bag. New Gods number 19. Avengers 213. All-Star Squadron number 9. Jackpot number 3. Number 1. Dazzling 3. Yeah, Dazzler 4 is pretty beat up, Dan. It's got some spotting going on right in here. I don't know. There's a stain or something on there. And it's got a major something going on the spine right there. I don't know what that is. It's like it's just been crushed right there, like something got slammed down on it. Yeah, these are the ones from yesterday, so you definitely saw it yesterday. Diabetic Superman 3 on Green Lantern 116. Like I said, it's got that crease, that annoying crease right there. Other than that, it looks like it would be in pretty decent shape. Got one spine tick that I can see. Yeah, looks pretty good otherwise. Looks like that whole corner got folded. A little thumbing wear there. So that one's for Diabetic Superman. Thank you. And Mission Mars, Fantastic Four 172 and 173. All right. Yeah, 172's got some tearing going on up here at the top a little bit. You can see where that's been folded in on itself. Some spine ticks in there. Back's a little messed up, but not too bad. Got a date stamp over in here. Quite yellowed at the top, like maybe I don't know, it doesn't really look like it got wet, but it's not normal yellowing, I don't think. So probably did maybe a little bit, but I don't see any wrinkling or anything like that. The back is split a little bit. Yeah, the bottom is split on the spine. I didn't see that when I was looking at the front. And then the 173 has that messed up corner like I showed. And it's faded really badly here at the top as well. So definitely been through it a little bit. Another date stamp at the top there. May 26, 1976. This one's April 19th, 1976. Don't care. Alrighty. Just making sure you know. So those are Miss and Mars. Thank you. Alright, where were we? Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Adventures of the Big Boy, number 128. Daisy and Donald. This one was that one that had some wrinkling at the bottom. Looked like it got water damage going through it. Yeah. It's number 22. Marvel Fanfare 41 with Doctor Strange. Conan from Dark Horse, number 38. Looks like he's having a bad day. DC Comics Presents, number 63. Another copy of 61. Batlash, number 1. John Severin art. And DC Comics Presents, number 40. Avengers 226. Marvel 2-in-1 57. Jonah Hex, number 21. Wally the Wizard, number 2. DC Presents 55 with Airwave and Superboy. DC Presents number 70 with the Metal Men. Marvel 2-in-1 number 45. The Goon number 4. Official Handbook number 11. Number 9. Number 3. These are really nice copies. Star Wars Han Solo number 3. Wonder Woman 614. Marvel 2-in-1 100. I got. Well, that's interesting. Oh, okay. I thought these were both glow in the dark covers, but they're not. This one is a deluxe, a thicker paper, and is a glow in the dark cover. This one is not. I didn't realize there was a different version. I thought they were all glow in the darks. So anyway, 2 copies of that. This one's glow in the dark. This one isn't. Kind of a bummer. I should keep those together. Dan Alvin 3 on Marvel Handbook 4. I don't have a 4. I've got a 3, 9, and an 11. And Quentin's got $3 for all 3, so we're going to go with that, I think. You meant 3? All right. So yeah, really nice shape. Well, Dan just wants the 1, Quentin, so you can get the other 2 if you want. But yeah, these are nice. Pretty much perfect condition still, except a little bit of, discoloration on the pages from time. Not perfectly white anymore. So Dan gets number 3. And I'm going to assume Quentin still wants him. He's buying for Bryson so he can suck it. I'll take the other 2. Hi, Bryson. Thank you. All right, we got Bone number 35. Amalgam Iron Lantern number 1. Mr. Cream Puff number 1. Bone number 36. Claw of the Unconquered number 9. Gargoyles number 1. I did miss you, Miss Mars. Sorry, got involved and forgot that was there. 57 and 45. 45, 45, 45. And 57. Here we go. Marvel 2-in-1 thing and Captain Marvel. Little damage down the bottom. Looks like, with a couple spine ticks. Nothing too outrageous, but definitely been banged around at the bottom a little bit or something. Somebody wrote 40 cents in there. It was only 35 cents originally, so they were trying to make a profit. And then number 57 looks pretty nice, actually. I don't see any spine ticks on there. Yeah, this is a pretty nice copy. All right, that was Miss and Mars. 2 more for him. Thank you. And Under the Cowl's getting Mr. Cream Puff. That makes me happy, Under the Cowl. I was a little surprised you didn't get it yesterday. It's very clean, and I did buy this thinking of you, thinking that this would be one that you would probably get. And then when you didn't get yesterday, I assumed you already had it. It does have a little crease bend going through it. It looks like you can see it here on the back. It does go through the whole book. And the artwork is just, very cartoony, but it looks like it could be fun. I haven't read it. I probably should, just so I know what it is. But thank you. Happy that you're getting it. All right, we got Conan the Barbarian 119. Dark Horse Presents number 61. You got the Crew, Earth Boys, Frame 137, and Frank Miller's Sin City in there. DC Comics Presents number 40 with Metamorpho. Justice League of America 198 with Jonah Hex, Cinnamon, Batlash, and Scalp Hunter. Bone number 22. Justice League Quarterly number 2. Dazzler number 5, same one as was shown yesterday. Bone 24. E-Man number 25. Bone 23. Superboy and the Legion 201. Squarebound Cosmic Odyssey number 3 by Jim Starlin, Mike Mignola. Justice League International number 16. Yeah, his name is Wayne, Bruce Wayne. And lastly, Extreme X-Men number 1. And Quentin's looking at the Conan 119. Does have a little chunk out right there and a fold over that led to that. So other than that, it's not too bad. Going the wrong way here. There we go. So good enough. What the heck is that? Interesting ad there. All right, this one's going to Quentin for 3. Thank you, Quentin. E-Man 25 from Missing Mars. This one looks like it's a little worn, I guess. It's got a got a piece of the spine missing there at the top. So a little worn around the edges, but the cover still looks nice. There's not really any wrinkles or anything like that in it, like you've been seeing in so many of the stuff I've been getting in. Yeah, I never saw that ad before. That's hilarious. It's a cool way of advertising the book. Time Beavers by Tim Truman. Never seen that before either. All right, this one was for Missing Mars. And Dan wanted to see Dazzler number 5. There she is. It's not real bad. It's got like I don't know. There's I don't know what you call it. There's a there's a little bit of color break right here, by underneath the box by her foot, and then one over here. But it looks like it's from printing. It doesn't look like it's actual damage. And then this corner is, got a little bit of a bang on it, but boom, boom, boom. All right, Missing Mars, Superboy 201. Some wear around the staples and some spine ticks here in the middle, it looks like. Not too bad. Oh, Dave Cockrum art in this one. And Mr. Mars gets that one. Thank you. All right, and that was the end of those stacks. So let me decide where I'm putting these. These were second run, but the same weekend. So I'll go through these, decide what I want to keep. Because there's a lot of good stuff in there. And then the rest will get put into a future one. So I'm going to go grab another box. Let me check on the time here. Yeah, it's not even 2 o'clock yet. So I'm going to go grab another box, or at least some of one box. And yeah, I saw you. I saw you pass, Dan. Sorry, I saw the comment, and then as I was reading through, I lost it. So it's good. Um, and Dr. Silver Age, if you are still in here, this upcoming video you might like.
Green veins thunder, I feel the quake. Emotions rise like a tidal break. The beast inside wakes to the fight. You wouldn't like me under this light. Don't make me angry, you wouldn't like me. A storm unleashed, uncontrolled and mighty. No cage can hold this raging fire. Don't make me angry, you'll feel the fire. Torn shirts scatter as my muscles grow. A fury unchained, yeah, it's set to blow. Eyes like emeralds burning through the mist. The world blurs as anger grips my fist. Don't make me angry, you wouldn't like me. My roar will shake the land and the sea. Run for cover, don't meet my gaze. Don't make me angry, I'll set this ablaze. I'm walking a line no man can cross, balancing wrath against the loss. But there's a heart beneath this heat, a fragile soul you may never meet. Don't make me angry, you wouldn't like me. The sky turns black as I break free. This giant's curse, it defines my name. Don't make me angry, I'm no longer tame. I'm no longer tame. Don't make me angry.
And we're back. So I went and grabbed another long box from the other room. I think this one's a mix of stuff I have ran, but also a lot of new stuff. The majority of it's still in bagged and boarded, so I think there's a lot of stuff in here I haven't run as well. So, but we got Superman number 294, Plop number 7, Legends number 4. Hey, Rod, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I wasn't real happy with the song because it's not my style of music, but that was the best I could come up with that fit the scenes. So, Legends number 5. Want that audio for my intro on the channel I'll never create. Why not? Don't make me angry. Oh, the one where you're supposed to be happy all the time? Dan had 3 on the Superman. It's 294. It does have several spine ticks in there. By no means perfect. Little bend, some bendies going on there on the corner and along the along the side. Pages are still pretty white though. Little tear upper right front. Nope. Not that I can see. It does have quite, like I said, it does have a few spine ticks in it, but that's about it. Don't see any tears. You can see the spine ticks, I think. There's like one there, and then there's like some wear here and so forth, up into here. Then there's another one up here. Alrighty, so that one's going to Dan. Thank you. And video was great. Thank you, Diabetic. Appreciate it. Under the call, $3 on Plop. Quentin fold into under the call. All right. For an issue of Plop, this is really nice for an issue of Plop. I gotta admit, most of the Plops I find are ripped to heck and just totally destroyed to the point where most of you guys wouldn't even want them. But this one's still nicely intact. Good stuff. So this was under the call. Thank you, Kirby. Here's another Superman. This one's number 304. Looks to be in better shape than the other one. Captain America 330. I got that where I couldn't get a good look at the cover and was thinking that was Wolverine. It's not. It's Demolition Man. Dan's got $3 on Superman 304. Like I said, there aren't really any spine ticks on this one. It does have that I didn't notice at first. I just noticed because there's a little overspray there, right there in the corner. You see that green? So it's been marked with ink, green ink across the top. So it's probably one of those where, they sprayed a pile or whatever. It's not bleeding into the newsstand at all that I can see. It's bleeding in just a tiny bit on the edge of the inside back cover and then on the back cover as well. So other than that, it's really nice. There's no spine ticks, like I said. All right, so that one's going to Dan. And we got Warlord number 18. No, there's been some people out there still looking for earlier Warlords, so it's an early one. Got Thor 320. Got a little fold over up there at the top. Captain America 350. Jonah Hex number 57. Master of Kung Fu 55. Little Archie number 126. Thor 320. Like I said, I haven't checked these, so we do have to go through them. Get rid of that nasty bag. Now I got the tape was so gummy on the back of that bag that my hands are a little bit gummy now. Hold on. let me get the gummy off. There we go. So yeah, a little fold over there at the top from somebody putting it in that bag. Other than that, it looks like it would have been really just about perfect. Somewhere on the back at the top there. Kind of a crease going through the back. Boom. All right, so that one's for Quentin. Thank you. And then Master of Kung Fu 55. Wait, claimed 55 earlier this episode. Yeah, I find myself doing that on these shows. They'll have multiple copies. And so when I go back the next week or the next show, there'll be, I'll buy them over again. Let me, well, this one's got writing on the cover that you claimed, so let's check this one and get you the best one we can here. All right, so overall, I would say this one's in nicer shape. But if you look at the placement of the staples, they're not on the spine, they're on the front because it was misstapled a little bit. It's not rolled. It's just they didn't put the staples in quite the right place. So this one, the staples are in the right place, but it's got that writing on the cover. So, I would go with this one because I don't care about the staples, but it's up to you which one you want. Just let me know. Matt will want those caps. Yeah, there's a good chance of that. Without the writing. Okay, good choice. $3 on the hex. On the hex number 57. At first glance, this looks like this is faded really bad, but it's just a whole bunch of cross hatching that they did in the artwork. It's not faded at all. Well, I can't say at all, but at least not. It's not what it looks like. Little indentations down there. Looks like this has been folded over once or twice a little bit. Who's that? El Diablo. And that was Steven Spot. Thank you. All right, and no, there was a little Archie claim that I missed. Where is it? Vilma. So yeah, let me get it out of this. Oh man, more gooey tape on this one. This is why I like to go through them ahead of time. Yay, no tape snags. Oh wow, this is in pretty nice shape. Got a couple little stress marks in here from the process, I think. Some couple down here too. No, there was a fold over on it. But just about as low a quality bag as you could get. All right, so that one was Filma's. Thank you. And it's another Superman. This is 309. Again, this one's kind of stapled on the front instead of the spine. It does have some spine stress there on this one. Definitely got a fold going through it. And yeah, this one's got water damage. You can tell the wrinkling is going throughout the pages, but maybe pressable, but definitely got a little wear in there. Conan the King, number 46. Full-length bags are newspaper bags. They're not from a paper guy. Huh. Is that the first appearance of Mongol? First or second appearance, I think. DC Comics presents number 28, Johnny Thunder on the backup. Tarzan, number 8 from Marvel. Black Dragon, number 1 from Epic. Marvel Age, number 4. 3 on the Kung Fu 55 that Miss Mars gave up. So this one does have the writing on the cover, just letting you know in case you got confused a little bit. That might come off with the Abstrain. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I tried it on this one or not. I usually try when I noticed it. Thanks for stopping by, Rod. We'll see you around. Everybody check out his show on Saturdays. If you don't do it, he's on before I am. He has a great show. Oh, yeah, that's going to come off. Well, most of it's going to come off. It's still there a little bit. So the majority of it came off. There's still a hint of it there. You can kind of see it right there. But we already went through that one, so we're just going to go ahead and give it to diabetic. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of doing that earlier. All right, I gotta back up the chat a little bit here. Give me a minute. Not sure what's going on. Second. I don't know what that means. All right. Dan's got 3 on the DC Presents with Mongol. Get it out of this bag so we can see what kind of condition it's in. This bag is not in very good condition. Definitely got some stress on the spine. That's not real visible, but there's something going on at the top. Feels like the top got like bent over or something. You can feel like a crease in there that's not real noticeable. You kind of see it in there, right in there. And then there's quite a few spine ticks in it on the edge. I can't see my camera because I had to pull the chat up. Go back to the other camera so I can show it properly. If it will let me. There it is. All right. So yeah, there's that. A little bit of stress around the staples. There's a couple spine ticks in here. They're not real noticeable because of the star field. They just kind of look like part of the art a little bit, but they're there. And then there's also a bend down here on the bottom that you can see going through here into the UPC box. That looks like that runs throughout the book as well. So a little crushed on a couple of corners. You can see the mark on the back that I was talking about out from the front as well. We got the Johnny Thunder backup. It's the Western Johnny Thunder, not the Earth 2 Johnny Thunder. because I backed up chat, I can't see the rest of it. Let me put that to the side for right now. Missing Mars, interested in the Tarzan. And I cannot find my cursor again to change back. Where is it? There it is. Lost way up at the top. All right, so Dan is retracting the $3. So Quentin, if you still want the DCP, you can get it. All right, so now neither one of you want it, so it'll sit right there. Tarzan number 8 for Missing Mars. Somebody wants this one anyway. I'm just kidding. I don't like you guys said, somebody will get it. Looks to be a pretty nice, clean copy of Tarzan. I know some of the other ones I got in of this series were in really nice conditions, so this looks like one of those from the same collection. All right, so that one's going to Missing Mars. Thank you. Well, Dan probably doesn't want it, Quentin, because of the condition. So, here's another Superman. Wait, this is. Did I already show this? This is Superman 290. Is that the Man Who Cried Superwolf? Did I do that one already, or is there another copy? I'm so confused. I'd have sworn I already did that one today. Maybe not. Anyway, Superman 290. I don't know. Okay, so Quentin's gonna go ahead and get the DC Comics Presents then. Thank you. Missing Mars got the other one. Okay. I was gonna say, I thought there was another one in here. Or that I had shown this one already. So this one. Excuse me. This one looks pretty good. I don't really see any spine ticks in it. There's something going on here, but I think that's art. I think that's supposed to be like the edge of a building or something. And there's marks in there, but I think that's art. I don't think that's wear. It does have inking, that inking strip like that other one did. This one's blue and it doesn't cover the whole thing, but it does go into. My understanding is that they used to mark books like that were supposed to get destroyed. Basically, they would take a pile and then spray the whole pile. But then there were books like this in the middle that just barely got sprayed a little bit that basically still survived the process. I think that's why those are like that. Still crazy, but not on that. Oh, good. I'm crazy for comic books. There's a little pink color rub on the inside back from this free over here. You can see where it matches up there. But that's all I see. So that one's going to Dan. And there's another Tarzan, number 9. And another Archie. Everything's Archie 123. The War, Book 1. Nice square bound copy of that. Incredible Hulk 386. Warlord number 8. Captain America 339, a Fall of the Mutants tie-in. Uncle Scrooge Adventures number 13. Nice Don Rosa space cover. Dan's got 3 on the Hulk. At least this one was in a decent bag and board. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, you're gonna like this one. Still perfectly white pages too. And it's got a slick insert ad. All ads. What a waste. So yeah, this is. I'm gonna immediately put that back in the bag and board because it's such perfect condition. So that one's for Dan. Thank you. And Missing Mars had 3 on the Tarzan. Number 9. Oh, somebody actually graded this one. Don't know if they know what they're talking about because a lot of times I see grades on boards that there's no way. But they say this one's a 9.4. You guys can tell me. Is this a 9.4? It does look like it's really nice. No spine ticks. Just glancing at the front, I would say it's near mint. A little bend on the back there. All right, Diabetic Superman, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hope you're having a great day. And I will see you soon, buddy. pages are quite yellowed. That's probably why it's a 9.4 instead of a little higher. I'm assuming that it's actually a 9.4 because I don't really know. A little color bleeding on the back or color rub. I guess it's one or the other. Yeah, it's coming from the back. So, and since it's already got the grading and everything in there, I'm going to make sure it stays in that same bag and board. And that was for Missing Mars, right? Yeah. Cool. What time's it getting to be? 2:20. Yeah, I'll probably go to 3. Missing Mars had more lower number 8 for $3. All right. So what's going on this one? This is, yeah, this one's got some paint on it. Got some of that overspray paint on it, but it actually got oversprayed a little bit, I think. You can see that it's wrinkled a little bit there from the thumbing, and then it's just kind of curved over on here too, a little on the front. But you can see like a hint of the ink, the pink ink, like along there. Although it does have that cool SeaWorld ad on the back with the superhero skiing. And then as you go through it, you can see there it was sprayed like right here on the corners, and then on this end as well. And then on this part, there's a little bit of overspray. Somebody wrote a 50 in there on the corner. But nice early issue. But there is a little bit of bleeding into the pages there at the top edge corner from that paint, especially as you get towards the back. You can see it more here. Especially here, and then especially on the inside back cover. You can see it here and here. So that one's for Missing Mars. Bordeaux number 8. All right, it's time for another Superman. This one's $2.91. Not real bad. It looks like it's got some fading or something going on right in here on the blue part with the writing. And then it does have some spine ticks in there too, a couple of minor ones. All right, so here we go with the actual scan. Not as flat a back as you'd like on this part right here. It's a little thumbed up or whatever you want to call it. Some of these pages seem dirty to me towards the top. I don't know if it's ink rubbing or what's going on in there. There's something there. This is on the front page is probably the most prominent example of it right in here. If it's just bad printing or what, I don't quite know what's causing that. Conan the Barbarian, 129. And I'm going to put this one in Dan's. He'll let me know if he changes his mind. Another Jonah Hex, number 58. The Zooniverse, number 1. Saga of the Swamp Thing, number 7. Some spine ticks on there. Classic X-Men, number 5. Rock and Roll Comics, Guns N' Roses, number 1. Steven Spock's got $3 on the Jonah Hex, number 58. Looks like it's got 1 or 2 spine ticks in there. Got a little tiny color breaking thing or rip down here at the bottom right there. It's a little tiny one. Definitely some creasing or something going on there at the top. On the back page anyway. All along, right in that same area. So, more strap marks maybe. Don't know. It doesn't look like it affects the story pages too much. Mostly just on the back. Retract, you got it, buddy. Old West Hollywood style. All right. Teen Titans Spotlight, number 12 with Wonder Girl. That's one I don't see very much. Master of Kung Fu, number 59. Warlord, number 19. Action Comics, 545. Oh, Diabetic left, but here is Richie Rich Riches, number 16, but it's got a really bad corner there. Tarzan, number 10 from Marvel. Death Defying Devil. Oh, Free Comic Book Day, Death Defying Devil. Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica, number 308. Dan DiCarlo cover. This one's got a color faded spot up there for some reason. DC Comics presents 75 with Arion. Firestorm, number 50. Master of Kung Fu, 99. Missing Mars, Tarzan, number 10. They graded this one as well. This one says it's an 8.0. I don't see why this one would be an 8 and the other one would be a 9.4, but looks good to me. Maybe there's something in the inside. Somebody wrote in XD up here just a little tiny bit. Maybe that's what put it down to an 8. I don't know. You know pretty much nothing about grading. Oh, nice pin up in there. But there's not even Tarzan in there. It's an ape battling a lion over Jane. Guess she's gonna lose no matter what happens. All right, Missing Mars, going in that one. And Master Kung Fu 99, right here on the top. That one looks really nice too. Dynamite. Little ding up there at the top a little bit on the corner, I guess. Pages are still mostly white. And that one was Missing Mars also. All right, we got Life with Archie, number 266. Batman Annual, number 11. Star Reach, number 4. Elric of Melbourne, number 4 from Pacific Comics. Captain Canuck, number 12. On the Superman, okay. Batman Annual, number 11. Let's get it out of the bag to see what it is. Oh. Nice. Not seeing nothing. Minty, minty. Gotta slap myself later for saying that. Sorry. By Alan Moore and George Freeman. Mortal Clay. Oh, that Clayface story looks kind of creepy. But I guess it's Clayface, so it should be. Penguin Stories by Max Allan Collins and Norm Brayfogle. Nice photo. I was seeing Penguin in his prison togs is just makes me laugh. Yeah, super nice copy of this. Need to put that one back in the bag and board right away. Nice grab on that one. Please tell me you watched the Penguin show, Rob. I started to, and then at some point I stopped watching. I'm not sure when I did. It was what I saw was really good, but for some reason I got distracted and didn't finish it. Captain Canuck. I don't know how to say it. It's a little worn, but I do grab these when I can find them because they don't seem to be real difficult to find, but it's just ones that they don't really come up that often, and a lot of people don't even know they exist. I don't think nowadays, anyway. This was Quentin. Thank you. And another annual, Fury of Firestorm, annual number 2. Green Lantern Corps number 222. DC Comics Presents 39. I think we had that in the last box. DC Challenge number 1. Batman 487. Yeah, there you go. Power Man and Iron Fist number 117. Warlord number 39. Another Captain Canuck number 2 from Comley Comics. This one is, I think, wider than the other one. Yeah, different publisher. This one's like Silver Age size or something. Batman 473. Life with Archie 257. Pep Comics 409. And Captain Canuck number 2. Again, this one's kind of beat. Looks like whoever had it, there's a little spine split at the top there. I think it just got worn a bit because it was, it's an odd size for whoever had it. It wasn't a little rip down here, it looks like. Welcome to the second issue. All right, that one's going to Quentin as well. And Vilma's got 3 on life with Archie, 257. Decent shape copy, it looks like. Another Dan DiCarlo cover. Little fold over or something going on down there. It's not, that's not a rip, it's just a crease. Page is still mostly white, just starting to tan a little bit around the edges. So that one's for Vilma. Thank you. And Warlord 39. Again, somebody graded this one. They're saying this one is a 6.0. I would not know if it was a 6.0. Oh, it's got some bunch of stress marks up there at the top, so that's probably why. Got OMAC in the back. That one is for Missing Mars. Batman 473. Was there a Batman 473? Did you get the Batman 473? I don't know. This one's not graded, so they probably didn't grade that one either. It's probably a different collection that it came out of. Superman 201, Mr. Majestic homage to Action number 1. Yeah, this one's 487, but there's no grade on it. Avengers 145. Walt Disney's Comics and Stories. This one's a 12 center from 1967. It is number 325. Baby Huey in Duckland, number 3. It does have a stain going through it here, so it might have got some moisture damage at one point. It doesn't look wrinkled, but there's definitely a stain going through that corner there. It's on the top. Yeah, that's not it. It's not graded. They just put down the number and like somebody's initials to indicate who it belonged to or something. On the top, other side. Oh, there it is, 473. Yeah, it's the same collection. There's no grade on that one either. $3 on the Avengers. Looks pretty good. I can feel something on the back though. On the front, it looks really good. There's some thumb edging going on there, but not real badly. No spine ticks. But there's something on the back that needs cleaning. And I don't know if it'll show up on camera or not. I can just feel it with my finger. There's something right in here that is, I can feel it rough, like there's dirt spots or something stuck to it that need to be cleaned off. And then there's a little, you can see on the bottom there's some dinging or something going on there. Ding, ding, dinging. Alrighty, so that one's going to Dan. Who's next? Vilma. Walt Disney Comics and Stories. Yeah, it's got some wear going down here in the middle where it looks like there is a subscription crease on it. Unfortunately, that brought the grade down quite a bit. There's also a thing going down here, like where it was, I don't know, strapped or something. But you can definitely see the bend in the back as well. Right up and down the middle. Some edging stuff going on. But that's kind of to be expected on a 12 center, right? Looks like a fun Donald Duck story in there. It's not Carl Barks, but still an adventure story with Donald and Gyro, so that's kind of cool. Uncle Scrooge versus the Beagle Boys. Cool ABC ad. You know what? I haven't been doing page counts. Let me do. Forgot about that since I haven't gone through these yet. It is all there. It confused me because I don't think I've ever seen a Disney story where they interrupted the story like that for like one final page. That's just odd, but that's what they did. So, Mickey Mouse story with Goofy, and Gyro's in that one too. Cool issue. The back has some stress here at the top too that I didn't see the first time around. And that one's going to Vilma. Thank you. End of the Cow, $3 on Life with Archie Ice Fishing from Left Stack. Was it a while ago? Yep. There we go. That's a nice shape, looks like. There's some staining going on here on these back pages. Looks like, yeah, there's a little piece of something that just fell off that got trapped in there and stained the pages. So a piece of candy or something was in there. Kirby, I don't know if you still want it. That's kind of a little bit of major damage on the inside, but maybe it was a fruity pebble. Bedrock Barney is Bedrock Jones. So gonna put that in under the cows box. So let me know if you change your mind. That's fine. It's always fine. It's fine. I'm getting tired. Baby Huey for Under the Cowl. Nice grab on that. It is giant size, 25 center, and that staining you can see really bad on the back, so it probably goes through the whole book. Yeah, definitely goes through the book there. Major spine tick right there on Papa Duck. Right there. Be a pretty nice copy if it wasn't for that big stain. Not sure what the page count's supposed to be on there, but it'll probably make sense once I count them. Big fold over on these pages up top too. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. All right, 68 pages total. That makes sense to me. So that was going under the cowl as well. Still think that's a nice grab. And Dan wants to see Batman 473. This one. Oh, it's a beauty. Yep. Definitely near mint. No spine ticks. Nice white pages still. Wow. I'm surprised this was in a cheap bin for me to get. This is nice. 1992. Oh, it's not as old as I thought. I was thinking it was a little earlier than that. All right, so Dan wants that one. $3. And I'm getting pretty tired. Let me see what time it is. I feel like I need a nap. 2:57. Yeah, it's almost 3 o'clock. We're gonna call it there. Looks like there's some really cool stuff in this box for next weekend. So I think it's gonna be a fun show next Saturday. Definitely some stuff in there that if it doesn't sell right away, I'm not even going to give it a second chance and just keep it. Let's see, got to change the camera. And there you all are. And I feel like I'm too tired to do math in my head, so I'm going to pull the calculator out here. Let's see, Diabetic Superman is no longer here, but $18 in case he looks in later. Quentin is $33. And these amounts are just for today, so let me know if you want a grand total. I can add that up too. Vilma had 8, so that's $24. Thank you. And Mrs. Mars definitely the big winner of the day with 21. So that's $63. Thank you. Under the cowl 5's $15. Thank you. Steven Spock 3. That's $9. Thank you. And Dan's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, which is $36. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Let's see where we're at here. Good grabs. Am I at 10 today, right? Yeah, you had 12, Dan. And Quentin knows what his grand total is. Alrighty. Well, we went for about 3 hours. That's pretty cool. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I will let you get back to your normally scheduled lives. Have a great rest of the weekend. And be doing claim sales Monday through Thursday as usual. And I will see you around. Thanks, everybody.
Quacktastic's on the scene, strutting in line. Ooh, yeah. Feathers sharp like blades, they really divine. Hey, hey. Sniffing out those comics, hunting all day. Quack, quack. Cheap thrills and chill vibes, can you dig it, baby? Ooh, yeah. Flap, 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 Quacktastics. Here we go. Hey. Comics in their beaks, time to steal the show. Ooh, yeah. Cheap claim sales never stood a chance, oh no. With the Quacktastics groove, they're on a roll. Hey, oh, ducks in disco suits, man, they slick as ice. Snapping on the beat, ain't that so nice? Ooh, yeah. Cheap comic seekers, they're the town's delight. Quacktastics do their thing.